Hello, folks. Howdy. Would like to discover a topic, that being a film that gets hated on way too much lately, especially. Gets hated on for no fucking reason. Absolutely zero fucking reason. And when the reason is there, it's a dumb fucking reason. People like to hate on films because it's fun. I don't know, maybe it's trendy and you feel cool doing it. I don't know, I'm not sure what you feel, but it just bothers me, it irks me, so I gotta let it out a little bit. So I'm very passionate. I even chose a very separate space, a very quiet space, because I need to yell. So, or if I do end up yelling, it'll be here, but I gotta talk about this topic, I really do. That being Blair Witch Project from the 90s. The original Blair Witch is a fucking masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. You could disagree, you could laugh at it all you want, but the acting's better than most of the things you see today. The acting's good. From our lead girl, who, which I read that the actors in this movie, they were threatened in real life. They were threatened, and they were targeted because people were making fun of this movie. Or I don't know if they were targeted because people were making fun of the movie, or they were targeted because nobody liked the movie. But I love this movie. The Blair Witch Project is a classic, a fucking classic, and nobody appreciates it. You appreciate all these new movies that come out, but nobody appreciates the art behind the way Blair Witch Project was done, which we had a great cast of actors who did their job perfectly. Mike, Josh, Heather. I believe her name was Heather. Mike, Josh, Heather. I don't have my phone with me, so fuck that. But I'm just telling you right now, this is a good movie. It does not deserve to be pissed on. Blair Witch Project is a classic masterpiece. The reason I say that is because this film delved deeper into the psychological aspect. It delved deeper into a very psychological aspect. It wasn't just, ooh, scary, witches. It was more like, we didn't see anything, we hear strange noises, there's someone out there and they don't know who it is, they're lost, they're trying to get the fuck out, they're trying. But no matter how far they go, or what direction they go, they're in the same fucking spot that they were 2 days ago. So it's like they're losing their sanity, and you can really feel the dread. You really do. You feel the dread of them losing their sanity and they're losing their fucking marbles. And I just feel like the film gets pissed on too much. People laugh at it. They fucking laugh at it and shit. But it's really a good film. The work that was put into it with the acting, people thought this was real. You forget. At one point, people thought this was real. In the 90s, I thought this was fucking real. I'm sitting here watching this film, and it's like, should we be looking for these people? Because I thought it was real at one time, and it was just like, it was like a lost tape. If that makes any sense, I don't know. It just felt like something that was just really real. It just, with the acting, it just, I don't know how to describe it, really. It felt fucking real. It really felt fucking real at that time. And nobody gives it any appreciation ever. Nobody gives it any fucking appreciation. They shit on it. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, first of all. This was a well done film, and I do recognize some of the actors, mostly the male actors. Um, the guy who played Josh, I recognize him. I do because looking at his face, like then I wouldn't have, but now I notice he's in he's in quite a few films. Um, I could be mistaken, but I feel like he is the officer in House at the End of the Street. That film. There was one I saw him in recently. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I just feel like this film gets so hated, and it's for no fucking reason. It gets hated because it's cool to hate. That's the reason why you hate it. It's like, hey, Johnny hated this movie, so it must be a joke. And your friend Johnny snorting crack. Come on, man. Yo, no, this is a good movie. Never understood the hate for it. Our characters do a good job. Our actors do a good job portraying the characters. Um, just imagine going and trying to get the fuck out of somewhere. And no matter how far you go or what direction you go, you're in the same spot. That's fucking terrifying. Literally. That that is terrifying. Am I wrong? That's terrifying. I just why is it hated? Why is Blair Witch Project from 1999 hated? Why? Tell me why. I love the documentary aspect. Great documentary aspect and great atmosphere. There's so much atmosphere oozing from this film. Halloween atmosphere, which is why I'm thinking I might do a commentary on this. I'm thinking I will because I love it that much. I really do. And you can give me shit all you fucking want. I don't fucking care. You could suck a fucking dick. This is a great movie. The Blair Witch Project. I can't even believe the hate it gets. Everyone laughs about it. I got in a fight in a horror group, a Facebook horror page, talking about how I like the film and I think it's atmospheric. I think it's dark. I think there's a lot of dread. I think the actors do their jobs well because at one point I believed these people. At one point I thought this was a real thing happening at one point. I really did. In fact, I think that a lot of people did. But no, they're too fucking they don't want to own up to the fact that they thought this was real at one point and they're making a joke out of it. Why? Because we don't get any creature effects? Well, I'm sorry, but if we got a witch, literally, if we got a witch, how silly would that fucking be? It's scarier. It's scarier hearing the sounds and thinking something's out there, but you don't know what it is, and they're curled up in their tent and they're fucking frightened for their fucking life, thinking some cult's out there trying to fucking kill them. There's stick symbols set up everywhere. I mean, that's terrifying. You can say this is a shitty fucking movie and the actors did a bad job, but you're wrong because if you were in this position, you'd be acting the same way. You'd be acting the exact same way. You'd be shitting yourself. You'd be wondering where your phone is. Where's my fucking phone? Like, and this was a time where you did not have technology and things like we do today. So think about how hard that was. It's not real, but I'm saying, like, for the characters, like, they were threatened in real life. They got shit in real life. They got shit thrown at them in real life because nobody liked the movie, but the movie was good. So I don't understand where I don't understand where I don't understand where people's logic is. with this is a bad film. How? How? I just people I got in a fight in a horror group over this. I'm heated right now. I had to get on here and talk about it a little bit. It's just like your head's in the wrong place, bro. Seriously. I mean, the Blair Witch Project, you literally okay, it was a one-time deal. It was literally a one and done deal. Do I enjoy Blair Witch Project from 2016? I have some fun with it. They went out of the way to show that there was a creature at the end. It looked like fucking Pumpkinhead, but sorry. But I do like the Blair Witch Project. I really do. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'm not gonna make you like it. If you think it's dumb, okay. Why? It's just that I remember being a kid and watching this film, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, this shit feels so real. Like these actors, they're lost in the fucking woods. Is someone gonna find these tapes? Is the FBI gonna go looking for it? I remember thinking things like that. Like it's just a fun one. It's a masterpiece. You can call me crazy all you want. It's a fucking masterpiece because at one time, if this is the first found footage film to ever exist, the first found footage one, or at least the first good one, let's put it that way. It's the first good one. So, people hate it because it's fun to hate, and because they want something to hate on, probably. And, people are allergic to fun. That's what it is. They're allergic to fun, is what it is, and it's like we can't just have fun with a movie. We got to think about if the actors are bad, which they're not. They're really not. I've seen the guy Josh. He's in other movies. He's in plenty of other movies. You go search in his name right now. Do it. If I had my phone on me, like I don't want to exit out of it. I don't want to exit out of this right now, but I never understood the hate that the Blair Witch Project gets. It's one that I plan on owning. I've been looking for it, and actually I passed by it a few times on Amazon. I didn't buy it. Did it get a Blu-ray? I'm not sure if it got a Blu-ray, but it deserves a Blu-ray because it's genius, it's fun, the characters are believable, and I feel sorry for the characters along the journey, and we do get a decent gore scene in there where Heather's trying to look for Josh, and she hears a noise or something like that, or she goes back to look for Josh, and she finds an ear. There's an ear in the fucking leaves, and by a branch, and there's blood there, and I think maybe there's an eyeball. Again, spoilers, but I probably should have mentioned that. I'll probably mention that in the but just there's no reason to hate on the film because it's a good film. I do like when they were interviewing the one lady in the RV, and she was talking about how I'm a ballerina dancer, and she was saying funny things like that. Because the girl mentions on camera, she's like, she also mentioned that she was a ballerina dancer and she's going to be an actress, and I thought that was funny. That was believable. Heather's character was believable. Josh's character was believable. Mike's character was believable. He kicks the fucking map into the fucking river like a dipshit. And even his reaction there was believable because you could tell that he's laughing. Like he's laughing, like ha ha, 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 I kicked it into the fucking river. I kicked it, but you could also see that he's losing his fucking marbles. He lost his marbles. That's why he kicked it in there because no matter how far they gone or what way they went, it didn't really matter because the map was not working. It wasn't. It wasn't. They were cursed at that point. It didn't really matter where they went. They were cursed, and that's just the horrific part of this film is that it didn't matter what they did. They were cursed. They were there, and they were cursed because they went there to begin with. They were doing this project to learn about the area and to learn about what happened back then, only to find out that it was horrific and they should have never entered to begin with. It should have never been discovered because it's horrific. I do think that if you hated on the film, just watch it again. Watch it again because your mind will change. If you're having fun, your mind will change. You should not be thinking about how bad the actors are. First of all, they're not bad actors. They're not. I've seen bad actors, okay? Just go watch an 80s film. Go watch an 80s slasher, okay? Which those are guilty pleasures, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't understand the hate. I don't understand how someone looked at this film and was like, I really hate this fucking movie and this seems fake. It does not seem fake. It really doesn't. Anyway, I'm kind of going on a rant here. I'm not trying to rant. It's just like, why do people hate the Blair Witch Project? I'm just curious. What made you want to hate it? Like, I'm trying to understand your brain. What is it in your brain that made you think, oh, this is a bad film? Is it the lack of special effects? Because what they lack in special effects makes up for it in the acting and the atmosphere. So, there is that. Someone actually looked at it and thought, this is bad. Really bad. Well, you're laughed at now because it's a classic. It's considered a classic by many people. Ask many people, they love it. There's people with Facebook photos for it. I mean, for God's sakes. But yeah, that's my review on the Blair Witch Project from, I believe, 1999, right? Well, whatever it is, I enjoy the film. Give it another watch. Maybe you might change your mind. Maybe you might change your perspective a little bit. Because it's a terrifying perspective. It's a terrifying concept. Being trapped in the middle of the woods and traveling and you trying to get the fuck out. And no matter where you go, you're stuck. It doesn't matter. You're stuck forever. So yeah, just bothered me a little bit. Let me know what you think down below, huh? Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you can. If not, whatever. The fuck? Yeah, yeah.